Let me put recording just in case you want to revise this lesson. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir tamam bil khair. We will start inshallah. What I will do is help you with some practice. Okay, so have you two been able to revise the previous lesson and also go through the recording of today's class?
I've gone to the recording of the previous class. Half recording I have seen.
Okay, of today's class or the previous classes?
Today's class.
Okay, nice. Hifza?
I didn't see it. I saw only starting. I didn't have time. I was just helping mom with something.
Okay, cool, no problem. So what I'll do is I'll help you with a little bit of practice. And there's one new lesson which we learned today, which I will cover. Okay, so the rest of the concepts, try to go through the class because we went through it and did a lot of practice, this and that. But I'll help you with some practice now so that at least you can cover up and you can catch up quickly. Okay. So let me share my screen. What we'll do and what we tried today is an exercise where I'll allow you to annotate. Okay, so we'll do this together. This is done. So let me do this work. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll let you annotate. Okay. So try to annotate. There's a button which looks like a pencil. So choose the pencil option and try to mark the answers. Hazik, I think you've seen, sir. Have you seen this part or no? Not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay, so Hazik, Hifza, so try to recall what you've learned. So try to mark.
Saqib, I have seen this part.
Okay, let us see Hifza doing it. So Hifza, your turn. We have pictures on top. Okay, so sil bainal kalimati wasurati al munasiba. So connect the words with the picture. So you need to do match the following. We have a person reading a book. We have a person doing wudu. We have the Quran Kareem. We have spectacles, masjid, a living room, and a coat. Okay, now what you've got to do is try to match the pictures with the words which are at the bottom. So we'll give you a minute to match the picture with the words and then we'll discuss the answers, inshallah.
Okay.
So you should be able to annotate, Hifza. Very nice. Yes. So try to annotate.
Saqib,
Yes, Hazik.
Hifza is trying to do in the orange lines, but her marking is going above the line where she has marked.
Okay, let us discuss then. Okay, so Hifza, tell me the answers. What would this be? So let's start with the third. So these ones are nouns and they are easier. So where would this picture match to? What's the word?
Al-Quran, first one.
Very good. So this would match to Al-Quran. Spectacles. What do you say for spectacles in Arabic?
I don't know. I'll guess. No, I don't have any idea.
Okay, let's do this one. What's this picture?
Masjid?
Yes, this is masjid. This one, a room. What is a room called?
No idea.
What do you say for coat?
Coat? Miltaf.
Very good. So this is mi'ataf. Mi'ataf means coat. Now guess the remaining. So room, is it ghurfa? Is it nadara? Is it yaqra'u? Is it yatawadda'u? It's one of these four options. What do we say for room?
Yakra.
No, yaqra means to read. So yaqra'ul Quran. So Quran is something which is recited. Yaqra means to recite. Al Quran is something which is recited. So that's Quran.
Okay.
Second guess. So it is not yaqra. Is it yatawadda'u, nadara, or ghurfa?
Yakra.
वो इकरा नहीं है
अच्छा.
Yaqra is read. So ghurfa.
Ghurfa.
Room. Yes, very good. Ghurfa is a room. This room would be called ghurfatul julusi, which is julus means to sit. So ghurfatul julusi means the sitting room.
Okay.
Okay. Now glasses. It's not yakra because yakra is reading. What would the glasses, the spectacles match to?
Yatawadda'u.
No,
Yatawadda'u.
no. Yatawadda'u is making wudu.
Oh. Nadra.
Nadara. Okay. When you were small, since you are in Dindakal, have they put? Let me try to stop annotating. Have they put something like this for you, Hifza, or have you seen this on some baby?
Yeah.
Why do they put this on the baby?
Nazar. To save the baby from Nazar.
To save the baby from nazar. Okay, so nazar is something that you see. So buri nazar se bachane ke liye. So try to think of nazar, and nadara is something that helps you see. So think of your glasses and connect it to nazar, something that helps you see. So that is nadara.
Okay.
Okay. Now yakra. Hansik, why don't you try? What is yakra? I think
Yakra is Bazu.
no. Yakra is Quran.
Yakra is Quran, yeah, reading.
Reading. Very nice. So Yakra will come here.
Sorry.
Yatawadda'u will come here. So you need to revise the lesson. Okay. So we are learning new words. So if you revise or even try to remember the words and try to catch up, you will be able to do well, inshallah. Okay. Now let's come back.
Inshallah.
Let me clear the annotations. Nice. Okay. Now Hazik, exercise for you as well. I'll change the words. Okay. So Hazik Hifza, you answer Al Yamin or Al Yasar. Al Yamin is right, Al Yasar is left, or in fact try annotating. In case annotation doesn't work, then you answer out loud. I'll say a word, you need to mark, okay? You need to put a tick. Try to use the annotation feature, so it's okay even if it goes slightly off. But try to tick and mark either Al Yamin, the right side answer, or Al Yasar, the left side answer.
Okay.
So first question is Walidatun. Walidatun. Try to hear, listen, and mark the answer.
Saiba, I should do or Hifza?
Both of you. Walidatun. Okay. Walidatun. Does it have an ending ta ending or not? So the word is wali the tun. Okay, that's the word. So the answer should be the left because it has a ta marbuta. So walidun is father. It would be masculine. Walidatun would be feminine. It has to be the lady because it means mother. Now next. Ana usalli fil musalla. Musalla is the word. Is it left or right? Very good. Musalla is left. Right is a masjid. Next. Is bintun or ibnatun. Ibnatun, would it be al yamin or al yasar? Ibnatun. Let me write the word. The word is ibnatun. This is the word. Okay, the word has disappeared at the bottom. Okay, so when you see the word, when you see the ending ta, you are able to connect it. Now the trick is to also hear, listen to the word, and be able to tell if it is masculine or feminine. Okay, so try to see the word and try to answer, or try to listen to the word and try to answer. So when you see the
It
ending
has
ta, you
ta
must.
marbuda, so it's for female, right?
Yes. So look for the tun. So ibna, a ha ending, or ibna tun, a ta ending, would mean that it is feminine. So you need to look out for the ending ha or the tun ending. Okay. Next question, number 4. So hada huwal mi'tafu. Hada huwal mi'tafu. What's the answer? Very nice. So mi'taf means coat. It is masculine, so that's why it's hada huwa al mi'tafu. So it's the right one. Next one is huwa yatawadda'u. Huwa yatawadda'u. What is the answer? Al yamin or al yasar? Very nice. So it is doing wudu. Yatawadda'u. It is al yasar. Next one is hada jaddi. Hada jaddi. What would the answer be? It's a right, left. Al yamin, al yasar. So the word is hada jaddi. Hada jaddi is the word. So jaddi is masculine, so it has to be the man. It has to be al yamin, the answer on the right. Grandmother or dadi would be jaddati. Okay, jaddati would be grandmother. It would have an open thus, so it would be jaddati. Jaddati is al yasar, is the one on the left. Jaddi, however, is dada. It doesn't have a ta marbuta. So if I say jaddi, it doesn't have the ta. It doesn't have the ti or the tun ending. So it is the answer on the right. Okay, very nice. We'll do a couple of more practices. Now is an exercise where you have to pick if the word is masculine or feminine. Okay, so this is tabadali su'ala wa jawaba ma'a zamilika kama fil mithal. We have an example. Based on the example, we have to form sentences and discuss with each other. So tabadali su'ala wa jawaba means exchange question and answers ma'a zamilika is between friends, between colleagues, kama fil method, like the example. So we need to see the example, and there are more words. We need to make questions and answers. So Talib 1, there are two examples here. So we have Me'ataf and Ghurfa. And note the Ghurfa here has the ta ending. The Ghurfa has the ta marbuta. Okay. So for the first case, we would say Ainal Me'atafu. Where is the Me'ataf? That's what Talib 1 says. Oops, sorry. So Talib 1 says, Ainal Me'atafu. Where is the Me'ataf? Talib 2 says, Hada huwal Me'atafu. Here is the quote. Notice the Hada huwa. In the second case, when we come to Ghurfa, Talib 1 says, Ainal Ghurfatu. Notice the al. Okay, so he says, where is the Ghurfa? Where is the room? Talib 2 says, Hadihi hiyal Ghurfatu. Hadihi hiya because Ghurfa is feminine. So we need to use Hadihi here. In the first case, Me'ataf is masculine. So that's why we say Hada huwa. Okay, so we need to add an al. Ainal Me'atafu. So Me'atafun will become Me'atafu. Al Me'atafu. Ghurfatun will become Al Ghurfatu. So when we add an al, it becomes a single vowel at the end. So it will become Me'atafun will become Al Me'atafu. Ghurfatun will become Al Ghurfatu. And the second talib has to decide if it is masculine or feminine. So where we have Me'ataf, Talib 1 says Ainal Me'atafu. Talib 2 says Hada huwal Me'atafu. In the case of Ghurfa, Talib 1 would say Ainal Ghurfatu. Talib 2 would say Hadihi hiyal Ghurfatu. Now Hazik and Hifza. Hazik would be Talib 1, Hifza Talib 2. Okay. So Hazik, your word is Ibnun, which means son. So Ibnun, Hazik, you need to form this first sentence. So the first question, what would it be?
Aina Ghurfatu. Aina Ibnun.
Again?
Aina minute. Aina Ghurfati Ibnun.
No. Ghurfa is this word here. Your word is Ibnun. So there'll be no Ghurfa in your sentence. Where is the boy?
Aina Ibnun.
Aina Ibnun or Ainal Ibnun. The question here asked is, where is the son? Okay, so you're asking about one particular son. Okay, so you have to add an al. So the question will be Ainal Ibnu. And what would be the answer, Hifza?
Hada huwa ibnun.
Hada huwal Ibnu. Correct. Next one, Hazik. The word is Musalla. Where is the Musalla? Here is the Musalla. So how do you say that?
Aina Musallatun.
Ainal?
Ainal Musallatun.
No, Ainal Musalla. Musalla is masculine. There will be no.
Okay, but when we were studying for the tree, we told that Ta marbuta came there.
Yes, because tree is feminine. Tree has the ta marbuta. So shajaratun is tree. Okay, so that's why it ends with the tun, because tun is part of the name. Shajaratun is what we say for tree. For example, for car, the word for car would be sayaratun. Okay, so when we say sayaratun, it is car. So notice sayaratun ends with the ta marbuta. So it's a word with the ta marbuta, it's feminine. So similarly, shajaratun is a word which ends with a ta marbuta, so it is shajaratun. Room, for example, is ghurfatun. Specs, for example, is nadaratun. So that's why we have a tun ending. For musalla, there's no tun. It's just musalla. And it is masculine.
Okay. Okay.
هذا هو المصلى.
Very good. Haza huwal musalla. Next one, Hazik. Masjid.
Ain al masjidi.
And al masjidu.
Ain al masjid. Ain al masjidu.
Very good.
هذا هو المسجد.
Very nice. Hammam. Hazik.
Aina hama.
Aina-
Aina hamam.
Aina al hammam or ain al hammam. You would skip the alif. Join the
Ain
lam.
al hamam.
Very
Ain
nice.
al hamam.
هذا هو الحمام.
Very nice. Now we'll interchange. Now Hifza, you will be Talib 1. Hazik, you will be Talib 2. So Hifza, your word is Surah. How do you say Surah means picture? How do you say where is the picture? How would you say it? Look at these.
أين
Very good. Aina.
أين سورة.
Aina Suratu.
أين سورة.
Yes, when you have an al, we don't have un, okay? So we have only u. So Aina Suratu would be the question.
أين سورة.
Nice. Answer, Hazik? Is it going to be Hada Huwa or Hadihi Hiya?
Hada huwal.
Why Hada Huwa?
It is a picture.
Yes, so
No, it is an object.
there's no object in Arabic. Everything is either boy or girl.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, there's ta marbuta, so here will come, okay.
Correct.
Hada here, Hada here, suratun.
Hadihi Hiya Suratu.
Hadihi here, suratun. Sorry.
So in Arabic, there is no neutral gender. So in English, we would say it is a lion, or we would say it is a pen. In Arabic, there's no it. Okay, so it is not existing. You either have to say he is a pen or she is a pen. Everything is either boy or girl. Where it is many, where we have boy and girl, we would use the form of boys. Okay, so when we say plural boys, it also includes, even if there's one girl, if there are 100 boys and one girl, we would still use the verb and the grammar like as if we are talking about boys, even if there's one girl. But if it's all 100 girls, we would say she plural or girls. So everything is either masculine or feminine. There's no neutral. There's no these are boys, these are girls. It's different, boys and girls. Okay.
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 Next, shajara. What would be the question, Hafsa?
أين شجرة.
Aina shajaratu.
أين شجرة.
Yes. Answer?
Hadihi here, shajaratun.
Hazihi hiya shajaratu. We need to practice when we have the al. When we say hadihi hiya ashajaratu. So hadihi hiyash. So we skip the alif lam and we directly jump to the shin. Hadihi hiya shajaratu. There's an al. So it has to be only one u. So hadihi hiya shajaratu. Next one.
Okay.
أين
Nadaratu.
نظارة.
Very nice, Hafsa. Hazik?
Hadihi here, shajaratun. Hadihi here, nazratun.
An-nadaratu.
An-nazaratun.
Okay. Last word. Ibnatun is the word.
أين ابنة.
Ainal ibnatu. Correct.
أين الابنة.
Hadihi here, ibnatu.
Very good. Hadihi hiyal ibnatu. Now for the next one, we will see how to say a word for he and she. Okay. And we will see the present tense. What is present tense, Hifza? What is present tense and what is past tense?
Present tense means the thing which is going on. Past means the thing which is already finished.
Very nice, correct. So we are going to see present tense, okay? Things which are happening now. So present tense, these are examples. So these are things which are happening. So play, playing, plays, cook, cooking, sleep, sleeping, bark, barking. These are actions which are happening now. That is the present tense. Now words which we have seen, praying salah. He is praying salah. What is the word? So how do we say he prays? We have seen this in the dialogues. Who remembers?
Salasatun.
Salatun would be salah, would be prayer. He prays. How do we say he prays?
Huwa salasatun.
No. Salatun is a noun. How do you make it a verb? You would say yusalli. Okay. Sa'idun fil musalla to Sa'idatun fil musalla tusalli. Okay, that's the word we saw in dialogue number 3. So when we say yusalli, it means he prays. When I have to talk about a girl, notice yusalli talks about a boy or a man. So when a masculine subject is praying, we would say yusalli. When it's a girl and we say she prays, when it's she, feminine, we would say tusalli. In dialogue 3, we had Saida. Saida is a girl. That's why we would say Saida fil musalla. Saida is in the musalla tusalli, because it is girl. So a girl, we would say tusalli. Now Hazik has a question to you. What's the difference between yusalli and tusalli? There is one difference between these two verbs.
The starting for the male is yusalli, but in female it's tu.
Correct, perfect. So the male verb would start with a ya. The female present tense verb for she would start with a ta. The starting ya or the starting ta is the only difference. Okay, let's see more examples. Now this person, what do you think he is doing, Hazik and Hifza? What is this person doing?
Reading a book.
Reading a book, okay. Hazik?
He is reading a book.
Okay, nice. Both of you are nice people. You're thinking about nice things. If someone is sleeping in the class, you would probably say this person is sleeping. Both of you are paying attention, mashallah, which is nice. So, he reads or he is reading, we would say yaqra'u. Yaqra'ul Quran means he is reading the Quran. Okay. Now, when we have a girl who's reading, how do we say she is reading? What would the answer be for she is reading?
Tukra'u.
Takra'u.
Takra'u. Okay. So the only thing you need to change is change the ya to a ta. So yaqra'u will become takra'u. Okay. Takra'u would be the answer. Tukra'u has a different meaning. Okay, so tukra'u means something else. So we'll see that later in future grammar. But yaqra'u, he reads, would become taqra'u. Next one.
Okay.
Who remembers the verb for making wudu? How would we say he is making wudu? He is making wudu. How would we say it? You connected the picture, Hazik. Remember the picture exercise. So we had a person doing wudu. What was the word?
Yatawaddu.
Yatawadda'u. Very good.
Yatawadda'u.
Very nice. Yatawadda'u is he is making wudu. How do we say it for a girl? How do we say the girl is making wudu? What would this be? She is making wudu.
Tatawaddu.
Correct. Tatawadda'u is she is making wudu. Yatawadda'u is he is making wudu. So the only difference between the she and the he is the starting. So tatawadda'u is she, singular, girl. The masculine form would be yatawadda'u. The only difference is the ta changing to the ya. Next, she is writing would be taktubu. Now question is, what would be he is writing?
Yaktabu.
Wrong.
Yaktubu.
Yaktubu. So kataba means to write. That's the root word. So kataba is the write. When we go to present tense, the word is taktubu. Okay, so that's why the masculine will be yaktubu. Next,
Okay.
what do you think this boy is doing?
He is in.
He's confused.
He's confused. Okay. Hazik?
He is in. He is in tension.
He's in tension. So what he's done, he studied a lot. Okay, he's like, you hardworking kids. So he's been studying. So he's been making a lot of notes, lot of studies, like you guys. You attended class full day, and then you had to catch up on previous lessons because I told you to. I know you've got to do another lesson, and very soon I'll give you homework. Okay, so his condition is like your condition, Hazik and Hifza, and he studies. Okay, so he says, I study yadrusu, and he studied a lot. He studied too much, and he's tense. So he studies is yadrusu. How would we say she studies?
Tadrusu.
Tadrusu. What is your answer, Hifza?
Tadrusu.
Tadrusu. That is correct. So a girl who studies would be Tadrusu. Okay. That is the hiya form for she studies. So yad rusu would become Tadrusu. Awesome. Now coming back, we are almost done. We need to do a little more revision and practice. So you can go through the video or you can see the lessons and try to do the practice with each other. This is another case. This is tabadali su'ala wa jawaba ma'a zamilika kama fil mithal. This is the homework exercise which I'll explain to you. The words are, we have words, we have an example. You need to form sentences, questions and answers basis the other words. So the words here are Sa'idun, al-ghurfa, yaqra'ul Quran. That's the example on the right. The words on the left are Sa'idatun, al-ghurfatu, taqra'ul Quran. If you notice the difference, while we have over here on the left, we have taqra'ul Quran. On the right, we have yaqra'ul Quran. Okay, now who can explain? Hazik or Hifza? Why is it yaqra'ul Quran on the right and taqra'ul Quran on the left?
Because in the right, man is reading Quran, and in the left, girl is reading Quran.
Correct. Perfect. You're bang on. So in the right is Saeed. Saeed is the man reading the Quran. So it is yaqra'ul Quran. On the left, it is a lady who's reading the Quran. That's why we would say taqra'ul Quran. So how do you form sentences? Talib 1 would say Aina Saidun. Where is Said? Talib 2 says Saidun fil ghurfati yaqra'ul Quran. On the other case, on the sentence on the left hand side, it's Aina Saidatun. Where is Saida? Saidatun fil ghurfati. There's no change here. But because Saida is a woman, we would use the ta form for the tense. Present tense would have the ta instead of the ya. So we would say Saidatun fil ghurfati taqra'ul Quran. the yaqra'ul Quran would change to taqra'ul Quran. And that is the only difference. Clear? Hazik Hamza?
Yeah.
Okay, this is your homework. So send me this exercise as soon as you can, today preferably or tomorrow morning. You have Salihun al masjid yusalli. So Salih, the masjid yusalli, he's praying salah. Salihatun would be, the word is musalla on the left. So masjid is where Salih is playing, musalla is where Salihatun is praying. Tusalli is the verb. So you see yusalli and tusalli, and you need to form the right sentences. The word below, we have yatawadda'u and tatawadda'u. So we have Sharif, a man, making wudu would be yatawadda'u. For Sharifa, it would be tatawadda'u. And that's the difference between the example on the right and the one on the left. Clear?
Yeah.
This is the homework exercise. It is on page 59 of the book, and I've also posted it on WhatsApp. So you can check this, practice this between the two of you, and send me the recording for evaluation, inshallah. This is the homework on page 59. And this is how much we have covered today in the class. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will continue.
Okay.
Any questions, Hazik,
Inshallah.
Hifza?
No.
Okay. How you
I
need to
have
practice?
a doubt.
Yes, Hifza.
The first one we were in that this for the kids we'll add la in it,
Which one, Hifza?
lam in it. The first one we started to learn, right? The first page.
Let me come there.
Today's class first page.
This one?
No. The Abnun.
Ibnun and Ibnatun.
Yeah.
This is Ibnun. So there is
Yeah, Ibnun.
the alif. Yes.
We have to add lam while telling as a sentence.
Yes, so it depends on what the example is like. For example, here you already have in the lam form. For example, we have al masjidi. So it's masjidi.
No, my question is for tree and masjid we didn't add lam, but for the ibnun and ibnatun we added it, right?
You're asking about here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it depends on the sentence. For example, for the girl, I can say this is a girl, which would mean this is any girl. Okay, so this is a girl means some girl. But if I say this is the girl, so this is the girl, this is Hifza, this is the best student in the class. So this is the one, this is the student. So we would say the hill bintu, so this is the daughter and this is the person. So what's the difference between an indefinite article or the definite article? Let me try to explain it a little more. Let me try to pull up a decent picture. Okay, see, for example, this one. So we have a, and the, okay? So a and an, are these definite articles or indefinite articles, Hifza?
Definite.
The, is this definite or indefinite?
Indefinite.
No, it's the opposite. So the is definite.
Oh.
So the is definite. So
Yeah,
it is,
the is definite and a and an are indefinite.
yes. So the apple is definite. So it is this apple, okay? This one particular specific apple is definite. The apple. When we say an apple, this is an apple. It means there are many other apples also, and this is just one apple.
Okay.
So apple in Arabic is tufa. So how do we write it? We have tufa has an ending ta marbuta. So we would say ha, the, he, tufa, hun. I think this is how we write. 1 minute. In fact, there should be hada. There's no ending ta. How do we check it? We ask Google. Okay, and this is something you should learn to start using. So this is an apple would be hadihi tufahatun. Okay, I was correct. There's an ending ta marbuta. So tufahatun is apple. So this should be tufahatun. Okay, hadihi tufahatun. What would the meaning of this be, Hifza?
This is an apple.
Very nice. So this would be, this is an apple. Okay, that's the meaning of this. Now, how do I say this is the apple?
هذه التفاحة.
هذه التفاحة. Correct. هذه التفاحة and this would be, this is
the apple.
Apple. Okay, what's the difference between the two? So here we have tufahatun, it's the same word, but here we have the ending tun and we don't have the al. So this means it is indefinite. So tufahatun means an apple. What would talibun be, Hazik? Talibun, what would the meaning be?
Student.
Very good. The correct, perfect answer would be talibun. The perfect, okay, so textbook translation would, this is talibun. The textbook translation will be a student. That's what it would be. At-talibu would be the student. When I say at-talibu, it would translate to the student. Okay, so notice Hazik and Hifza, tufahatun is an apple. Tufahatu, we have the al, which is the difference. And when we have the al, let me use a lighter color. When we have the al, we don't have a double vowel ending. We don't have two pesh. We don't have two dhamma. It will change to single. At-tufahatu. Where we have masjid, for example. Coming back here. Masjidin would be the word. So when we say fi in the masjid, we would say fi masjidin would be in a masjid. When we have fi, we put double kasra. Okay, so that's why we have zabar zair pesh to really say the status of the word. So don't go to zabar zair pesh. For now, what you need to pay attention to is it's going to be single zabar zair pesh. Is it going to be single fatha kasra dhamma, or is it going to be double? So we have al masjidi. It's single kasra, single zair because of the al. So because of the al, we have single masjidi. Same way, al musalla. Musalla would be musalla. So there's no change here. Here it would be al ghurfatu. Here also it's al ghurfatu. Here it is al hammami. If there is no al, it would be hammamin. It would be two zair. Same way, here it is al baiti. If there was no al, it would be baitin. That's the difference. So any word, Hifza, you can make it definite or indefinite. If there's no al, it is indefinite. It is one among many. If there is al, it is definite.
Okay. Understood.
Here you already have the al, so you don't have to change anything. In the previous example, you did not have the al. We needed to put the al in our answer. For example, here we were given miyatof. In the dialogue, we had to make it al miyatof. If you see here, there's the al added. Same way, ghurfa was the word we were given. We needed to make it al ghurfa. So that's why we had to make this change. So that's why we had to think and make this change.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Awesome. A nice question, Hifza. Cool. So I'll let you do this homework and I'll let you take a rest. So all the best and send me your homework as soon as you can. And also revise the previous lessons, especially the vocabulary, so that you could continue and do well from tomorrow's class, inshallah.
Okay.
Cool. So
Jazakallahu khair.
Wayakum. See you, both of you, in tomorrow's class at 12:30. Subhanallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Ma salama. See you tomorrow.